Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Purushaarthkumar. Hope you are all doing well, and if things are not going well, it will be soon. Today video is all about that where should you plan your masters or bachelors when you are planning to go abroad. I am comparing 4 countries: UK, US, Canada and Australia. I was 18. I was totally dependent on agents and I didn't had any idea. Students, this video is a cheat sheet. Every aspect that should be taken care of would be considered. Where should you go in terms of money? Where do you want to settle? What are the 9 aspects that you should see before choosing your country for education? You can see the comparison chart over here. This chart would be there in whole video. You can see I have mentioned each and every aspect. You can compare, and according to that you can make your list that okay, my priority is to stay there, so which country gives the maximum post-study work visa? My priority is to spend less money, where I can go. Or if your aim is just to get the exposure, you are like okay, I want to study 1 year and then I'll be back. According to this chart you can decide the country. So let's start our video. UK versus US versus Canada versus Australia. Where should you plan your studies? These are the 9 aspects that you can see that you should make your decision upon that. First one, eligibility. As you all know, US is the top one. If you're planning to do your bachelor's and your aim is to get into top 20 or top 30 university of US, you should have given an exam called SAT, and if you score more than 1200 marks, you can get the opportunity to get admission in top 30 university of US. Talking about if you are planning to do your masters from US, the exam is GRE or GMAT. GMAT focused on the management, but GRE is mostly for computer science, mechanical, electrical, this kind of fields. So example, if I scored more than 320 in GRE, chances of getting a good college like Georgia Tech or UCLA increases in the field of Masters of Computer Science and course like that. Similarly, in UK, if you want to do your bachelor's, you should complete your 12th with a good grades. Try to do that at least, and you can give IELTS or TOEFL or PTE. In this, you should score more than 6.5 or 7, so your English is good and you can get good admissions in UK. So that is the aspect of eligibility. Similarly, in IELTS, PTE and TOEFL, these are both common in Canada and in Australia. You have to give these exams if you want to go in Canada, UK or Australia. Similarly, in US also, you have to give TOEFL with GRE, GMAT or with SATs, because these are the tests which tells that you can speak good English. In all the 4, the basic commonality is IELTS and PTE or TOEFL. Focus on your English, and if you are planning, make sure to give this exam first. Second thing, we will talk about cost of education. If you do your bachelor's from US, the fees ranges between $20,000 to $50,000 per year. And if you do your master's, the fees is just same, but the duration is 2 years. So in bachelor's it is 4 years, in the master's it is 2 years. So similarly in UK, the undergraduation cost is around £10,000 to £30,000 per year. Similarly in masters, but the tenure is more. You can expect around £11,000 to £32,000 per year in UK. One more thing in the video, I have mentioned all the conversions. Like the people who watches me are basically from India. So when they are calculating the fees, they would be considering the INR. So upwards, I have also mentioned the currency exchange rate. Like 1 USD would be how many INR? 1 AUD how many INR? So the commonality between the currency is the same, because it will avoid confusion and ambiguity, and I don't want my audience to be confused. I want to be them very smart so they can learn from this video and they can know which country to choose. Talking about Australia, my favorite one, because I have did my masters here. Talking about average tuition fees in Macquarie University for bachelors is around $20,000 to $40,000 per year, and talking about masters, it's around $15,000 to $28,000 per year. Talking about Canada, it varies in the same category. 15,000 Canadian dollars to 35,000 Canadian dollars per year. The students who are planning their education abroad and they are pretty skeptical that where they will live, guys, please contact Amber Accommodation. Click on my link, their team will get to you. They'll counsel you, they'll tell you what affordable accommodation you can get. Amazing thing is, presented in more than 290 cities. They have made finding accommodation very easy. The hassle of finding houses, flatmates, then giving money, giving the deposit, not able to see the property, they have eliminated all that process. Click on my link, their counselor will get to you. They'll help you what would be the nearest accommodation near your university. They'll tell you gym, shopping mall, grocery. They keep everything in consideration, and then they provide you that what accommodation should you choose in a very affordable budget. So students, if you're planning to come to abroad and you are pretty skeptical, contact Amber Accommodation, they'll help you. Talking about third aspect, duration. Duration of bachelor's in US, it's around 3 to 4 years. Masters 1.5 to 2 years. In UK, it's just 1 year. In Australia, bachelor's 3 to 4 years, masters 1 to 2 years. Similarly, in Canada, 3 to 4 years of bachelor's, 1 to 2 years of masters. Now, visa fees. This is the first step when you would be giving your all IELTS and PT, and after that, when you go to student visa, this is the first thing that you should know. In US, the cost of visa is $350 US. In UK, it's around £490. In Australia, it's around 1500 Australian dollars. Canada, it's $150. Then, cost of living. It is a very important part. You have to keep this in consideration because in some country, cost of living is high and the part-time salaries is also low. In US, the average cost of living is $10,000 US to $20,000 per year. In UK, it is around 12,000 pounds to 20,000 pounds. In Australia, it is around 20,000 Australian dollars to 28,000 Australian dollars. In Canada, it is between 15,000 Canadian dollars to 28,000 Canadian dollars. Then the main thing, PR, RPR, the PR opportunities. See, if you go to many data sources and see what is the list of PR or citizenship waiting time in US. Some websites show 25 years, some shows 50 years, some shows 100 years. It is tough over there. Please take that into consideration. Then UK, you have 1 year. You have to find a job. If you are not able to do it, go back. This is the policy. Very tough. Australia, hard but not impossible. Canada, student friendly country, takes everyone. Canada is a good country if you are planning to migrate from India. Like, we don't want to live in India, we don't want to come back, we want to settle in Australia, we like snow. Go to Canada. The past data have shown that Canada has been a student friendly country, so you have a good prospect. Then part-time job pay. See, that matters a lot. I'm not saying that you should leave your education, just focus on part-time, but at the end of the day, part-time would be the thing that would be helping you to sustain. So think before taking a decision. In US, if the people who don't know, if the students who are watching me who are 18 years old who don't know, in US you can't do Uber, you can't do sales job, you can't do a retail job. You have to be in a university job in which you are assisting a lecturer, you are giving an interview for library assistant, jobs within the university, and the pay is not that great. But the people who works on their skill, I have seen my friends working in US and doing an internship in Google or internship in a good software company and getting $50 US per hour. But as we are saying that we would be not taking a data on the basis of the top-notch students, on an average like me, average students, the basic pay is 13 to 14 US dollars. In UK, it's around 9 to 14 pound. In Australia, the best $31 per hour. On normal days, on Saturday it's $35 per hour. On Sunday it's 40 Australian dollars. Make sure I'm saying Australian dollars, US dollars. Currency is over here, then calculated, don't mismatch. In Canada, it's 19 to 20 Canadian dollars. The most important thing, please do your research. Don't be dependent upon the agent. Post-study work visa. In US, if you have choose your subject between STEM. What is STEM? I was not aware what is STEM. I thought, what's STEM? But STEM is science, technology, engineering and mathematics. Meaning, if you are a STEM student, if you are choosing a course which is coming in STEM category, like computer science, it comes in STEM category. Mechanical engineering, supply chain, something like that, which comes in STEM category, then you are getting up to 3 years or 2 years of visa. If your course is not in STEM degree, like some MBAs are not in STEM, and you are going and you are spending 2 crore rupees and you are not getting any return because you have to go back in 1 year, the money you have spent would be zero. You have to come back, you have to repay the loan. So make sure to choose those country which has a good post-study work visa. In UK, it's still 1 year. Like in 1 year, you have to find the job. Still, I don't think so why people are going to UK, but yeah, my duty is to tell you the information. 1 year. Australia, for Indians, it is 3 years. If you're not an Indian, it's 2 years for them. So Australia is also a good chance. Talking about Canada, it's a student friendly. So same 3 years, but very good chances of PR. Talking about full-time pay, US gets 5-star in this, the highest amount of full-time jobs or employment, if you see, the basic average salary is $50,000 to $100,000. In talking about UK, it's about £27,000 to £80,000. Not that great though. But talking about Australia, it's around $70,000 to $100,000. But Canada, it's around 40,000 Canadian dollars to 80,000 Canadian dollars. Now you got all the information. My purpose of creating the video was, now you are a 18-year-old student who have to decide that what is your priority. So now we will take two examples. One person name is Rohan, other person name is Priya. Rohan wants to just go and get the exposure and then come back. He has no money constraint. He just wants to get the exposure of being independent, to gel up, to grow, right? If this is the case with Rohan, Rohan should go to US or UK because staying there and money is not an issue. But here comes Priya. Priya is like that, okay, I'm taking an education loan. I want to get job. I want to stay there. I'm not saying India is bad, my home country is bad, but I don't want to come back right now. Maybe down the line, next 10 years. But I want to earn good. I want to upgrade in my life. Money is also a constraint. I'm taking an education loan, so at least I would be needing some years that I can repay that money. I need that assurance. For her, Australia and Canada is good. Or might be Germany. Germany is not in the list with the comparison, but in some other video. As you see, in these two cases, they have shortlisted what they want. I know I'm asking a lot that in the age of 18, please figure it out. I was also not able to do it. But some things, you have to figure it out. You can't rely on the agents. How much money you are investing and what returns you can get. According to that, choose that country. Don't go to shady agents or any other agents. I'll say, like, they get their commission. They'll send you to any university and they'll be like, okay, this is the best one. Nothing is, if you see the employment rate of the best test university, top 20, top 30, you'll see, you can go to LinkedIn and you can see people are not getting jobs. So job is not directly proportional to the degree that you do. It is totally directly proportional that skills that you have developed. Try to focus developing skills, and if you are planning to go to abroad and if you are in the both Rohan and Priya situation, see what is the goal for you and then shortlist it. Hopefully you would have liked my video. Majorly information I have presented to you. Any student coming to Australia who wants to know that how is the part-time job, how to get a full-time job, these things, any query that they have, my email ID is down. You can book a call. It's 2,000 rupees if you want to. Then I can clear all your doubts. This is the email ID if you want to reach to. Hopefully you would have liked my video. Please like, share and subscribe. And one more surprise for you in next video. I'm starting a series, scholarship series. I would be making videos on every individual country. What are the colleges that provide scholarships? Stay tuned. Have a nice one.